In this video, I present the ideas I use to produce high-quality PDF pictures ready to be inserted in a PDF file produced with LaTeX, with the usual include graphics command without the need to make any character adjustment. In the description of the video, you will find a text file containing the core of the Mathematica code that is being used to produce the pictures of this video. Why Mathematica and LaTeX? The problem is that people who need to produce high-quality PDF documents containing complex images on mathematical subjects often find themselves in need of using advanced graphics software. In fact, packages specifically created for these purposes are not always sufficient. For example, I use packages based on PS-Tricks or PGF-TIKZ, or even if they are sufficient, they require too sophisticated programming. So it is better to use a specific software. There are several possible choices, including MATLAB, which supports a subset of LaTeX markup for default, and a subset that can be extended if necessary. We prefer Mathematica, which with the possible addition of the MathematicaAndLatex package can do great things, very great things, very interesting applications, as we shall see now. First of all, how to install MathematicaAndLatex. MathematicaAndLatex is a normal Mathematica packlet that can be installed with a standard procedure. However, for those who need, we summarize here the possible steps for the installation. First, download the packlet from the official repository. Then create a directory called MathematicaAndLatex inside add-ons packages and put there the downloaded packlet. Then, in Mathematica, use the menu Insert, File Path, and choose the file of the packlet you have just copied in the appropriate directory. Mathematica outputs the total path of the packlet. Now, you can use the command needs packlet manager and then use the command packlet install, and here you must write the path to the packlet that you have obtained in the previous point of this list. How to use MathematicaAndLatex. To use MathematicaAndLatex in a notebook, simply, after having installed, simply type the command needs MathematicaAndLatex. I usually add some option in the preamble of MathematicaAndLatex. I like the font family Garamond, if you have it in your LaTeX distribution, and I normally use the packages MathDesign and Xcolor to use colors. So I add these options after uploading MathematicaAndLatex. Set options, MathematicaAndLatex preamble, in the preamble of MathematicaAndLatex that is used when MathematicaAndLatex loads LaTeX. Use package Garamond MathDesign, use package Xcolor. Now you are ready to use LaTeX. For instance, if you want to obtain this simple formula, x squared plus 1 over x plus 2 times sine x, type MathematicaAndLatex frac x squared plus 1 x plus 2 sine x, and you obtain the correct writing in the chosen character that you have used. Note the double backslashes for the LaTeX commands. All LaTeX commands must be contain the double backslash. We begin with an example of a 2D plot. For 2D plots, I usually like, but this it depends on the needs of each people. I usually like to have the axis with arrows and obviously both ticks and labels in the chosen LaTeX font. To obtain this, you can use the following command that defines arrows. As an example, I have plotted the function f of x equals sin x plus 1 with the following code. I have chosen the axis style using arrowheads and then the labels of axis using MathematicaAndLatex. I have also used a plot legend with the legend that contains exactly the expression of the function, and also here note the double backslash, also here the double backslash, and the base style that is Garamond, because I have uploaded this character in my mathematical applications. What we obtain is this, the obtained picture with labels. This picture can be directly included as a PDF in a LaTeX file. You only need to adjust the errors to make them compatible with all other similar plots obtained with different LaTeX packages, and then to adjust the font family and size to make them compatible with those defined in the preamble of the LaTeX file. The only remaining problem is that the font size does not change when changing the size in the LaTeX document, but this is a common problem when you include pictures in a LaTeX file. So you need to make a choice beforehand and then not change it. So make a choice in the LaTeX file and then use the same here in the mathematical pictures. A second example is about 3D plots. I like in 3D plots using 3D axes, not always, but in many situations they are useful. In this case I use tubes to plot the axis, and obviously MathematicaAndLatex to write the labels with the following code. That is a standard code. This is the output of this tube axis with the labels in the chosen LaTeX font family, in this case Garamond. However, not always tube axes have a nice aspect, and this often occurs when the dimensions of the three axes are different. In this case, it is preferable to use normal axis without the tube. I call this axis no tube. They are similar to the previous, except that we don't use tubes. They are less three-dimensional, but they are preferable in many circumstances. This is the output of this kind of axis. Now you can plot also the ticks to the axis. To plot the ticks, I use the trick of plotting axis without any opacity, so with opacity 0, as in the following example, where I have used tube axis. There is a superposition, in fact, of the tube axis and the ticks without axis, with opacity 0. Now we can plot a normal graph of a two variables function, for instance, with the needed options using MathematicaAndLatex where it applies. Here I have used MathematicaAndLatex to obtain the legend. I don't want to use the frame, so in the final plot I have combined the axis with ticks, the 3D graph with the legend, and without the boxes. this is the final result. And I think it is a very good, very fine picture to be included in a LaTeX file. I hope this video has been helpful for you. See us on the next video of this Mathematica playlist.